We are the Girardi Sisters from My Sister Can't Cook Catering, the Rancho Restaurant in Pinetop, Salt Restaurant in Pinetop.
It's actually Lakeside.
Oh, of course.
Where does Lakeside start?
2 seconds in, she has to correct me.
Okay, so our whole lives, right? Lakeside started at the high school, right? Because that's where the numbers change, right? The 368. Oh no, Lakeside starts at the light at Safeway.
Duh.
Since when?
I don't know. Since, you know.
That's
whatever.
true because I called information to get the Safeway phone number and I said Pinetop. No, the closest one is Lakeside, Arizona.
So it's, otherwise they put in their GPS wrong and end up.
And then you drive off the side of the cliff.
Exactly.
Because you were following the GPS.
We digress.
Okay.
What are you making?
I don't know, some shortcake almond thingy.
Donutty.
We walked in and said, what are you making for dessert? She got the deer in the headlight look like, dessert? I didn't know I was doing dessert.
Oh, I should have made some ahead of time.
I know.
It's going to take too long. Yeah. So.
She thinks we're like a real cooking show where somebody's going to bake it and then bring it out.
I know.
Stage it, make it pretty.
We need
wash the
somebody to
dishes.
sponsor us, right? Isn't that what
Exactly.
it
We
is?
need
So
some
if you're
sponsors.
interested in sponsoring us, please call us at the restaurant, 928-367-4557. Ask Talk to the Sisters.
And we'll turn you on to Mel, who's Channel 4, and he'll get
He'll
a
get y'all there.
Sholo. So, also with the little shortbread thingy cake thing, whatever she's making, we're going to do a pulled pork. Our version of a pulled pork. Everybody else has their own version of pulled pork. We're doing our version.
We're not a barbecue place, so just
Exactly. And we're also going to do some green chili corn fritters.
anything fried.
Savannah should be excited because it's fat, fried. However, I don't have any pork fat.
You don't have any
fry it
bacon
in.
to put on
no
there?
No bacon, sorry. Okay. So
I have some. No, I don't. Okay, so
They try to tease me like that.
I've got a cup and a third of softened butter, unsalted, in the pan.
that's the pot.
Pot in the bowl.
Mixing bowl.
And then I'm gonna add 2 1/3 cups of flour. And also I
I hope it
have
goes.
What is
a
that?
cup and a third of sugar and an egg and a little pinch of salt wherever my salt is. I'm just gonna dump this in. I'm gonna make a dough out of it. I'm gonna pop it in the freezer for just a minute to let it
Can you not play with your hair?
His hair, I
Sorry.
can see it like dangling.
Sorry about that.
Dangling.
Okay, so I'll do that.
Okay. And then we'll start with the marinade.
Yeah,
for
go ahead and
pork?
start the
Okay.
marinade.
So the marinade for the pork has a little bit of everything plus the kitchen sink.
Pork.
And
What kind of pork did you buy?
I
though?
bought
The kind that comes from a pig. Oh, sorry. Rika's daughter, Natalia, always asks me every kind of meat. What part of the chicken does this come from? It's beef. Yeah. What part of the chicken does this bacon come from? It's beef. Yeah, it's pork.
Oh, she just
Lady,
you need to go to the animal farm.
What kind of chicken does this banana come from? It doesn't. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Okay, so this.
No more talking.
Yeah, this particular pork. This one was a pork shoulder, and I just bought one that had the nicest marbling of fat in it because that's where we get a lot of flavor.
How come in our food we want marbling of fat, but in our real life we don't want marbling
I know.
and women of flavor? I don't know.
So I put it into the Ziploc bag because after we make the marinade, we're gonna pour the marinade into the bag and just let it sit, kind of how you did the chicken.
Yep.
And then it will just sit in the bag in the refrigerator for at least 1 or 2 hours to kind of just absorb all the flavors.
Or overnight.
So pretty much the
overnight.
more you marinate it, the better it's going to taste.
Of course.
Okay.
So like I said, I just cleared out the cupboards. I went to the restaurant, to the back storage room where all of our stuff is, and I just was like, oh, a little of this, a little of that, a little of this.
Oh,
so,
you did it?
So that's what it is. So I had a half a bottle of pomegranate juice. What are you gonna do with pomegranate juice? We're gonna use it.
Or drink it with vodka.
Well,
sorry.
We'll do that right now. We're not doing that. So I have pomegranate juice. I have some. This is Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that's the secret ingredient. Our
so-
brother discovered it. I want to tell you.
So I'm putting Dr. Pepper
Shout out
in
to
the
Frank.
marinade. And I have, let's see, what spices? I have cloves, I have paprika, ginger, ancho chili pepper. Savannah, let's do a spoonful.
So just like whatever. You have coffee there?
Yeah.
Oh.
A spoonful of everything.
Everything?
Just dump it right in there. I have some anise. I have some espresso powder that you can either brew or you can put the granules straight in. And I'm just doing the granules. So you'll notice that after the pork comes out of the oven, it has this really, really dark flavor, or dark coloring on the outside.
Okay.
It almost looks like it's burnt. It's not burnt. It's because it took on the color of the espresso.
Okay.
Oh man,
So,
this is smoking.
It's just like I said, it's a little bit of everything in the kitchen sink. Of course, I need.
Okay, so I don't know if they got it. I was mixing the dough.
Oh,
With my hands, I got my hands
the
dirty. Here's
dough.
the dough. I'm gonna just flatten it out and throw it in the freezer real quick, because it'll roll better. And then if it's not cold, what happens is when you put it in the oven, all your butter will just
just
yeah.
flatten out.
Yeah, and it won't
be beautiful.
It won't be.
What about this molasses here?
Yeah, we're gonna have some molasses.
Some molasses?
So I had
molasses.
2 or 3 big heaping spoonfuls of the espresso. I don't know if you saw that. And I just put that into the bowl as well. And I have some balsamic vinegar, because balsamic vinegar, any vinegar is really good to marinate with.
Did you say 2 of these?
Whatever you want to do. Yeah. Molasses has a really nice, dark, rich flavor.
It's good.
And then we're just, you know what?
just have
That's
pretty much-
probably about a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar that I put in there. So any kind of vinegar that you have there,
Balsamic's best.
balsamic is best. So we're just gonna
Balsamic's our friend.
give this a whirl and look at the nice, deep, dark color that it has. It's mesmerizing.
Oh yes.
Oh, it looks like chocolate.
Smell
That's
it.
what I
Can you
was thinking.
smell it?
But it does look like chocolate.
It does look like chocolate powder that's
Yeah.
kind of sitting on the top.
A tart pan. I
If
always
you don't have a tart pan. What are you throwing on me?
flour. Powder. I always
flour?
lose the bottoms of my tart pans, so
She's been doing that for a long time.
I always
sounds
have
like
lots of cheesecake pans, so those go out. But if you don't have, you can get a tart pan at the
Tart pan place?
at the tart pan place where they sell tarts. Classic cookware. She has
And
tart
Cholo.
pans. She has bigger tart pans, but I suggest that you keep with either an 8 or 9-inch tart pan, because what happens is when you get the bigger ones, you make a slice of it, and then you have this big long slice.
Skinny. We don't like long and skinny. Just kidding.
Yeah, short and
Just
fat.
kidding to my long skinny friends out there.
Okay, so for the rest of for the insides of my, I've got flour all over my
There's a
getting me
surprise.
dirty.
Just throw it up in the air like snow.
Oh, Sib, can you zest for me?
Oh, sis,
I'm
sis,
zesting
zester.
again.
Is that your egg or is that my egg?
That's my egg.
Okay,
Leave my egg
so
alone.
for the filling,
Because we can't get any more eggs out of the refrigerator.
I have a 1/3 cup of sugar. I'm just gonna mix that, and I'm just mixing this right into the bowl where I had the flour, because less dishes. Use whatever nuts you have in the house. I had walnuts.
Unless you're
but,
married to one. Just kidding. Just kidding.
but almonds are really good, or pecans,
Did
whatever
you
you
toast
have.
them, or?
No, I just bejud them.
What is that?
This is my measuring cup.
Oh, that's a, hey,
Elsa, that's
that's what I need. If they say you can have 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, there you go.
Teaspoon.
Okay.
I don't know why I went over on my fat
Sugar,
content.
nuts.
Sugar, nuts, and then some
The
yummy-
zest.
The
Oh,
zest.
The all important
Hey.
zesty
And I'm gonna
zest.
add an egg, and then we're gonna just let that sit for a minute, and then we'll roll the dough up. Oops, roll the dough. Roll the dough out
Easy for you to say.
into our pan.
Hey, you need to get that marinade away from me because I'm about to just get that big old spoon and start eating it.
The oven's on
Yeah.
350. But Cheryl, what do you have the oven on for your thingamabobber?
Salt.
It's in that right there.
Thingamabobber, which is the pulled pork. So actually, Savannah put the pork into a crock pot last night, and she cooked it that way. So you can do that. You can cook it
Make
in
sure you're not dieting when you do that because then you smell it all afternoon, all night, all morning. You want to wake up and eat your own arm raw. Well, I do anyway. Right. Go ahead, Tara.
Well, now
I'm
that
sorry.
we digressed
Well, I
yet
just had to
again,
tell my
and
personal
now
story.
I
Are you
don't
done?
know what
Are you
we're
done with
talking
the-
I'm
about.
zesting.
Here, put it in here.
So
Okay.
you can stick the pork.
Okay, we're done. All right, let it go.
I have a little OCD and I wanted to get the whole orange. Now
Well,
look, it's
I'm just gonna go ahead and put it all in there. You can
Okay.
do as much or as little as you like.
I should have had more.
And an egg. Okay,
And
what do
an
you do
egg.
with that?
Oh, so we're pouring. Savannah,
I'll hold the bag.
okay.
Oh, you're gonna pour that in there?
We're gonna pour the marinade over top of the pork,
Oh, you guys are gonna make a mess.
and we're going to.
We're not, Rika.
Yeah, you are.
We're professional chefs.
And we're going to.
Oh,
Well,
you
look
guys
who
are
I'm
gonna-
working with.
You guys are gonna make a mess.
Hey, Hey, I was helping. Oh, like I can't hold a bag.
Well, you are challenged.
Oh.
Whee! And look,
Rika, it's not chocolate. Don't break
it's
it.
all
I know. I
covered.
keep thinking I want.
And I'll just sit there. So anyway, back to the cooking of the pork. How many times are we going to talk about this?
And then one time at band camp, just kidding.
So,
went to
either
band
in the
camp?
crock pot for how many
didn't go to
hours
band
did you stick?
camp.
Was it into the
Longer,
crock pot?
better, because you're
really
gonna
go
shred
to
it.
Oh, I forgot the sugar. See, you guys are babbling
my
so much. Hold on.
gosh.
I got some sugar. Let me put some sugar in there.
Throw it in there.
And it doesn't matter what kind of sugar.
No, once again, there was
Remember-
turbinado sugar in the back cupboard, so I just grabbed it.
So
it's all about
See what a
cleaning out the
fabulous
covers.
smell. Are you getting me mixing that sugar in there in the bag? So you have skills.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy.
Shut up.
Man.
Play with
Okay.
it a little
Okay.
bit. Oh, sorry.
So we're gonna put this
So
in
you
the
cooked it in the crock
And the
pot.
fidget.
How long did you put it in the crock pot? What time?
8, 10, 11 hours, whatever you have. I mean, seriously, because it's just gonna shred off. Are you having a little problem with that topping?
It's not. It's the filling. It's not.
The
Oh,
topping.
whatever, filling topping.
Okay.
Okay.
So in the crock pot, or you could put it
What
in
if you
the
would bake it? Like I don't
oven.
use crock pot.
So Savannah just took the whole,
Enchilada.
yes, and poured it into the crock pot, right?
Yes.
And cooked it that way. So I would recommend, if you're gonna cook it in the stove, to cook it in the whole enchilada, just like she did
Okay.
too.
So it'd
and
be
that
moist.
way it stays moist. And if you're gonna cook it in the oven, I would stick it in the oven 350 for several hours,
Okay.
3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
You want it? So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator.
So you put it in the crock pot last night, and then it was ready this morning. Do you use a crock pot a lot?
Yeah, because my husband I go to work before he gets home, so.
So you want to have this
I
meal.
want to have his hot meal because I'm such a good wife. Right, Johnny?
You have the smack ramen available and ready. Okay. So
Snap ramen.
I need a new bowl because we have to do the.
What are we doing?
We have to make the fritters.
Oh, here, I have a
fritters.
bowl.
Okay.
So, can I beat an egg or something besides zest?
Well, you're gonna.
Oh, I get a clean chili.
Don't smack me in the face. So I took green chilies from the store. These were not in the back cupboard. From the store, and what I did was I charred the outside, and we've shown you how to do this. But I did it at the restaurant because we have a huge hood that sucks it all up. I didn't want to do it inside Rika's house and smoke everybody
You
out.
can do it out on the grill.
Or the grill.
Yeah.
What I did was I just used a cast iron pan, washed them off, they're dry, don't add oil or anything to the pan, just leave them in the pan and don't pester them. Wait until they start
Did you put them in
blistering.
a brown
And then, yes,
paper bag?
no, I put them
or-
in a plastic bag. So after
Yeah,
they
so they
finish
sweat.
cooking, put them in a plastic bag, tied up the bag so they can continue to sweat. And what happens is it helps the peel come away from the
Meat of the
meat
chili.
of the chili. So you're gonna peel this and
it to me
dice
already.
it nice and fine. And then what I did was I took some kern, and I had frozen kern, but you can
In the
use
back?
fresh
Just
kern
kidding.
or you could use canned kern.
Oh.
And what I did was I toasted it just so it would bring out some nuttiness.
Did you put butter or what?
I
What'd
just
you
put a
toast it with?
little bit of.
Did you say that was frozen corn?
Yeah, so I thought it.
Rika's about to come and
So I let
look
it
at her.
thaw so there wasn't liquid in it. I put like 2 tablespoons of oil on the bottom of the saute pan.
Okay.
And then I put the corn in there, salt and peppered it.
What are you
and
doing with that?
Just let it
What are you
brown.
making?
This
Oh,
is
the
going to go into the
fritter.
fritter.
Did you pay attention during
I'm
the
rolling
She's very
out
busy
just
taking care of her
I'm
pizza,
rolling
pie,
dough.
tart, crust, whatever.
Okay, so
you
I
wanna call
just
it.
got the dough out. I'm rolling it out. I'm gonna press it into here, pop it back in the freezer real quick so it can kind of firm up.
So make sure you have 3 days to make this tart. Because you have to freeze it, unfreeze it, thaw it.
Stop. And it doesn't matter if it rips or tears apart because you're gonna
And she's the baker in our family.
That is not nice.
It is. It works great. Otherwise, you're just all.
So they're not going to see all your fingerprints, right?
Well,
Oh,
no, it's gonna be
no,
covered.
Okay.
Not that.
It's all about, I mean, when you see it on
What do they
TV,
say when it's messy? Rustic. I cook everything rustic.
you know.
Yeah, that's
She
rustic.
dresses rustic.
Yeah,
Pin,
Rika
huh?
does. If there's anybody out there that could be her,
Personal stylist.
she needs one.
No.
course, the pay is low.
Yeah, for free. I'm gonna just rinse these real quick.
Why are you rinsing them? You're rinsing the flavor off.
Cheryl, I have a little, because there's a little bit.
don't rinse
you
them.
Don't rinse them. You're just taking all the flavor off. Why do you have to rinse it?
We're gonna put a little bit of the burnt charredness.
No, it's not gonna. You don't rinse. You just take all the flavor off. So then, what's the point? Just throw it in the garbage.
And this one, if anybody would like to take her home and adopt her.
Okay.
Okay, so like it doesn't have to be all pretty.
I need to make
you
sure
just
the oil
do
is
it
on.
the best you can. Nobody's gonna see it when it's
Except
done.
all of you who are watching on TV. Is it all right if I rinse my hands?
No!
Oh.
What are you doing?
Okay. Well, I'm trying to keep her under control.
Oh
here.
my God,
That's not
I'm
working.
Quit
so
bossing
glad.
me. Okay.
So glad I'm over here. My own little thing going on.
Over.
No, stop!
Get over. Okay.
Give me a knife.
So,
Okay,
Okay.
we have a pan of oil on, right? A little saute pan, so you don't need a big fryer.
you don't need to fry, Daddy.
To-
Just a little bit of oil, a shallow pan. And the secret behind doing the fritters is not to make them real gargantuan, because otherwise the
Okay.
center is not going to cook.
Yeah,
You're gonna
that'd
have
be gross.
crusty outside and raw dough. on
That
the
sounds gross.
inside.
Yuck.
This is a
Okay,
perfect.
back into the freezer.
Okay. Sorry. So I need a cup of flour. And we're gonna sift this right into the bowl, because then we won't have lumpies.
Okay.
Hopefully. Hopefully no lumpies. I need, excuse me.
Can you put your arm in front of my one good eye one more time?
Rick, I need a teaspoon of baking powder, which is that. I need a teaspoon of sugar. I need half a teaspoon of salt.
Wait, Rika's still probably putting things in the freezer. Just kidding.
Stop.
We have 10 minutes, sister.
We're just sifting all that together.
Did you have your oil on?
My oil is on.
And medium, high, or what do you got going on with the oil?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
medium high.
So it splatters all over the wall.
Well,
Just
you
kidding.
don't want to do that.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I need to beat my egg.
See, the one thing I wanted to do, I said, can I please beat an egg? Oh, no.
Oh.
No, you can zest.
Egg bitter?
You can zest.
My salt is too big to go through the.
Well, that's not nice.
Oh, great.
Okay.
1 egg, a cup of milk.
A cup of milk.
I've got it right here.
Oh.
It's already there. And then if you want to add any kind of flavoring, like some black pepper to jazz up the flour, because as we know, flour really doesn't have a whole lot of taste to it.
No, it doesn't.
Does it?
Okay. Sid, what are you doing over there?
I'm just trying to busy myself so I don't get yelled at.
Oh, are those chilies going in this?
Yeah.
No, Rika, she just gave me something to do to keep me quiet.
I'm sure.
Well, it's not working.
I have a knife in my hand, you guys. I have a knife.
And then I'm just using more of this ancho chili pepper that we pulled out of the cupboard.
Is that hot?
I don't know. Taste it.
No, I don't like hot things.
Can they be bigger babies down? I'm cooking. I'm not tasting it. You taste it. I'm not going to taste it. Give it to Mikey.
Because
Can I be done now?
well, I don't want to disturb you. It does have a little bit of heat.
Okay.
So Rika, why don't you take the curd off the stove and put the curd into this flour mixture. Nice job.
Doing that good. Good job.
You're doing so fabulous.
Oh, yeah, that was hard. Put the corn in the mixture.
Here, Sib, I don't want to leave you out. Can you put the
Thank
chili
you.
into the, and try not to splash. I'm going to close my eyes in case these peppers are hot and she splashes.
Ta-da!
Wow. And then we're not using a bajah, and we're just going
bajahs.
to use this nice little wooden spoon. I like this. Where'd you get this? With
I know,
this
the
rubber
super
handle.
handle.
don't
See, my
remember.
husband would invent that.
I like it though.
Here, Sib.
Well, it looks like somebody else already.
Did you
Well,
need
I mean,
Sid
just
to do
for
some
me.
orange zest or something for that?
Oh,
I
you
think
guys
we're
are
okay
horrible.
now.
So,
See, do you like how her
Do we
elbow's
need
like
to
right
pull
here in
the
my
pork
face?
out and shred it, or what are we doing with the
In
pork?
a minute.
Oh.
Let it be.
Imagine that. Rika's trying to run the whole show, boss everybody around.
So as you can see, it's real liquidy. It's not doughy.
How come? Would that make it splatter more?
Well, so you gotta just make sure that your dough.
I,
Right.
I don't know. I guess we will find out what we know.
Is it usually that runny
I
like
think so.
She doesn't know because she got all the ingredients from the back. And, you know, we make up our own recipes here.
Okay.
Oh, look! The tart's coming out of the freezer again. I'm sure it'll go back in one more time.
I'm putting all this stuff in there.
Ingrediments?
And you know, you can, like with this, you can put cinnamon in it or whatever you want, but.
How about some butterscotch chips?
No.
Oh, I love butterscotch. I remember when I was little and we were in Pennsylvania and I had the chicken pox and poison ivy and everything at the same time and I was in bed and they were like, well, what do you
story?
So they were like, well, we're going to go to the store. What do you want? And I said, and there, of course, because I was chabola, and they're trying to talk me not to getting an ice cream, but yogurt. I was like, okay.
They had yogurt back then?
Yogurt, I know. And so they said, well, what kind of yogurt do you want? I want butterscotch. Well, they tricked me and said there was butterscotch yogurt. There was no butterscotch yogurt. I was
There is
devastated.
now.
Is this true?
It's true.
Okay, where's
And Chuchi can't verify.
Where's the
It's true.
truth meter? Where's the truth
So
meter?
we're going into that. Do you want me to pull this pork out?
Yes. Pull the pork out. Since you're standing there.
Sometime today, the show's only half an hour, but
And be
hello.
careful because there's. Oh, well. I pulled some
Oh,
out.
it's all burnt.
Stop it. I
not
told
burnt.
you already.
Because it
It's not burnt.
She doesn't listen. Why do we have her on the show?
Rika, do you want to just, you can bring it
Want me
over
to bring it
here. And let me go check on the fritter fritters. So Rika, why don't you talk about your
Gosh,
buns
you know,
that
this would be
you were
really good if you
supposed
put
to
like-
make?
I was gonna make buns for this, but here,
You know.
hand me those buns over there.
She has these instead.
So I was gonna make these buns, but I was
Way too busy.
lazy. So at Salt, Spencer makes these buns. There's sourdough with fennel, and they're yummy. And so I just thought,
Cheryl put a little fennel in the marinade too.
I just thought, oh, we'll use the buns from the restaurant. So if you don't have buns at your restaurant, you can come to Salt and buy some buns.
Those are so good.
Homemade buns.
Oh, that's right.
say in
Yeah.
5
You buy
minutes, she's not waving.
your cherry bread too, huh?
Yeah, we
Cherry
sell. We have
bread and your date.
a pepper cherry bread, and we have a herb bread, and we have a date
Oh my God, they're so good.
spread that we sell. So if you need some bread, don't ask me to cut your bread because obviously I can't
Yeah.
cut it.
But it's really hard to hold it.
So you can just take 2 forks if you want to,
Okay.
and just break up the pork. And like I said, this is our version of pulled pork. I don't like barbecuey, saucy. That's not how I.
That's not how you
That's
roll.
how I don't like to eat it that way. So once again, it's your own version.
Hey, how are the corn fritter extravaganza?
Fritters are
How are they-
coming.
Okay.
Oh wow, look at that. Just
Is it falling apart?
Yes.
Because of Savannah's magic microwave.
It's not a
microwave.
Sorry, you're.
4 minutes. 4 minutes. Get those fritters done.
It was your. What did you put it in? Holy crap! See, now I can't remember.
okay. No talking, just frying.
Hot.
Okay, so
Shred it. Shred it.
I'm
shred it, lady.
I'm
Shred it.
I'm shredding.
Savannah, why don't you get some plates so she can.
I was just gonna eat it
To,
right out of the thing. Yes, master.
And see, this would go good with the slaw that I made too.
Oh, the slaughter you made.
Of course.
It's a different show, hair.
Wow. And see, you could even put powdered sugar on these fritters if you want. I'm gonna drizzle honey.
Oh, I thought you said on
Yeah.
the board.
What?
Nothing.
Powdered sugar on the what?
We don't know. Get a pick over there with the
And
fryer.
then so I'm just letting it mix in with all that sauce that was in there. How is that?
See, I'm the opposite of Cheryl. I sauce everything.
Why? You're just killing the. You're just hiding the meat. You want to
So,
enhance it,
maybe
not
we
hide
can.
it. Doesn't need to
Wow,
be
look
scared.
at
How is that?
Oh,
Ow, that was my foot you stepped on.
Oh, it's my gosh, it's
see, I need more sauce on mine.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay, I'm
very
bringing
good.
over the fritters.
Oh, let me see the fritters. Did you
Fritters.
finish them? Okay. So I put my tart in the oven. We'll bake it 350 for 40 minutes. It's not going to be done in
show will be over
time
4
for
days.
this show, so we will put a picture of it online, right?
We won't, but somebody who has talent
And
will.
maybe we'll put pictures of us eating it online.
Oh, that's good too.
But it's always nice to make it. It's really easy. Just whatever, and you can serve it with some fresh cream or ice cream or some of that butterscotch yogurt.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Yeah.
There wasn't any butterscotch yogurt.
Okay, so you can warm your buns on.
Can you put some of this on here already?
You didn't warm your buns up?
How am I going to warm the buns? Here, on my armpit.
because it's your birthday.
You could toast the buns in the oven really quick.
Yes, of course.
Those look good.
But we can't toast it because
Honey,
she told you she'd put honey. Put the meat on the bun. We've got like 3 minutes.
Okay, give our plug. Why I'm doing this.
We are the Girardi Sisters, again, from the Rancho Restaurant in Pinetop.
Oh, it's upside
My sister
down.
can't cook catering.
Embarrassing.
Holy mackerel.
Sorry,
Salt
Spencer.
Restaurant. We thank you for spending some time with us. Those fritters look really good. We don't know what you may have learned in the big cooking world, but we hope you laughed a little bit at least.
And we'll enjoy that tart. We'll let
savor
we'll let
it.
you know about it.
Yeah. Hey, have a great day, and thanks again. Bye-bye.